You're going to be alarmed by conversions. And that's something that we also saw with Candace Owens coming into the church recently. We saw this also with Russell Brand praying the rosary, and then Russell Brand just was baptized. In fact, we have a little clip of his post-baptism thing. It was just posted today. Let's watch his reaction to his own baptism. Watch this.
I'll be talking to you about my personal baptism this weekend. Isn't it extraordinary, any of you that have experienced this already, to get baptized? Do you feel like, how can this ceremony have any real import? How can the gentle, or actually in my case, quite radical immersion beneath water, and in my case, a live river, make any real difference? How can the sins of the past be washed away? How can you be born again? How can you awaken anew? I suppose to answer that question, you have to inquire into what you consider the self to be, whether you're made up just of impulses and urges and memories, or whether or not you believe there is a ghost in the machine, or more likely a Holy Spirit if you're willing to invite it into your life. I've reached a point in my life where for a long while, in fact, I've known that the material world was not enough. And more than that, as many of you are surely already mouthing, it's not even about you. This I've learned as an addict in recovery. The pursuit of my own goals and my own agenda always leaves me cold and always leaves me empty and always leaves me wanting more. You can never have enough of what you don't really want. For me, this is a new discovery. It is a surrender undertaken in gratitude and in sincerity. And I know that it's not something I'll be able to undertake perfectly, but for the first time in my life, I fully understand that I'm not at the center of my universe. And I say that as a parent. I've got 3 really, really beautiful kids that I'm devoted to and dedicated to. But now I know that my function here is to be of service and to be guided and to no longer be in autonomous or authoritative control of the measures and pursuits that are put before me.
Frank, your take.
Well, I think Russell Brand, bless him, is on the right track. And also, I think his powerful message to the general public can't be overstated in its significance because, we kind of inhabit a mad cult of the self that promises in its consumer tantalizing an opportunity to live like celebrities. I mean, celebrities are used in advertisements, so you can dream of being them and try and emulate them and wear the clothes they wear and so on. So to have a celebrity who had every opportunity to indulge himself in basically the fantasies that drive consumerism in almost the minds of practically everyone who goes shopping, for him to come on the television and tell you it's not enough, it didn't satisfy me, I could have anything I wanted, and I did. I did indulge myself sexually, with drugs, with purchases, with millions of dollars, and none of it filled up the hole inside myself. He makes a profound statement about the hollowness of the culture of substitution that is the consumer cult of the self. I think that's extremely significant, whether, he manages to carry through his spiritual journey or not immediately. And I think it does look very promising for him because he appears to be sincere. I mean, apart from that, I would note about the allegations that had emerged about him, which were historic and did not seem to be very well substantiated at the time. They emerged precisely at the moment that Russell Brand stopped toying with political ideas and actually lent his support to Matt Taibbi's campaign against what he called the censorship industrial complex, which was the cooperation, long-standing, between United States and British intelligence services and the mainstream media and the major social media platforms. A similar thing happened to Julian Assange when he exposed this as well. And you'll remember that the then very serious rape allegations that were stressed against him were dropped because they turned out to be unsubstantiated. And I think that it was a remarkable coincidence that as soon as Russell Brand seemed to be sincere in his opposition towards what has now turned out to be, since the Twitter files, a determined attempt by the state to, again, suppress genuine information and replace it with lies, that's when we start to hear about these historic sexual accusations.